us solve problems on this concept time and distance which came in previous competitive exams with simple tricks and shortcut formulae. In my channel, I'm going to make videos on quantitative aptitude as well as intermediate maths concepts. Please subscribe my channel and encourage me for making more videos on more concepts. Now let us start solving the problems on this concept. First problem, a speed of 30.6 km per hour is the same as options given as A 5.1 meter per second, B 8.5 meter per second, C 110.16 meter per second, D none of these. If this type of problem is given, that is if they give the speed in kilometer per hour and ask to find the speed in meter per, express the same speed in the meter per second, then simply multiply the speed, the given speed in kilometer per hour. Here it is 30.6, is it not? We have to express in meter per second. Then just simply multiply with 5 by 18. Now let us cancel 6 3s and here 6 5s are and here 0.1. Again if this goes with 3 table, 3 ones and it is 3 ones are 3 and remaining is 2. So 1.7. We got 1.7 into 5. 1.7 into 5. So this is equal to 7 5s are 35, 3 and it is 8. 8.5 meter per second. So when you want to express kilometer per hour to meter per second, then simply multiply the speed into 5 by 18. If you want to express meter per second speed in kilometer per hour, then multiply the speed into 18 by 5. This is the direct step to convert into the convert the speed from kilometer per hour to meter per second and meter per second to kilometer per hour. For this problem, we got 8.5 meter per second. Let us go to the options and check where it is. Option B is the right answer. Okay. This is the direct step. Simply multiply with the 5 by 18 for when you want to change the speed to meter per second. When you want to change to meter per second to kilometer per hour, then simply multiply with 18 in reverse. That is speed into 18. Given speed in meter per second into 18 by 5, you will get speed in the kilometer per hour. Now let us go to next problem. Next problem, a bus covers a distance of 2,924 km in 43 hours. What is the speed of the bus? Options given as A 60 km per hour, B 68 km per hour, C 72 km per hour, D cannot be determined, E none of this. In this problem, he has to find the speed. So speed is nothing but the formula is speed is equal to distance by time. This is very important for this concept. The relation between the distance and the speed, distance and time is speed is equal to distance by time. In this problem, the distance is given as 2,924 km by 43 hours. Now just simply divide it. So 43, 2924. So if you take 4, here 12 is there. So here 4 is there. Is it not? Here 29 is there. 6 4s are 24. So 6 4 6 are it is 24. 4 7s are it is 28. So if you, here the 3 is there. So if you multiply into 7, you will get 21 plus 2. 28 plus 2 is nothing but it will be more than 29. Is it not? We will get more than 29. So just multiply with 6. If you multiply into 6, it is nothing but 3 6 are 18, 1 and here it is 24. So 25. Understood? I just took 4 into consideration. 4 table into the consideration and I checked where I will get a value which is less than 29. If you take into 7, here 21 is there. So 1 into 2, here 28. 28 plus 2, it is 30. 301 we will get. So it is more than this value. So just take 6. So we got 258. Now subtract it. This is nothing but 4. Here 8 is there. 8 minus 5 is 3 and here 4. In the options, only 2 options are there with the first digit as 6, 60 and 68. So 60 cannot, it is clear that 60 cannot be the value because here in unit place it is 4. So 68 might be the right answer. So let us check where it will be. Here 3 is there. So here 4 is there. Is it not? Here 4 is the 32. 4 9 is the 36. So it will be more than more value than 344. So simply multiply with 8. So if it is with 8, here it is 8 6 are 24, 8 3 are 24, 2, and here 22, the 2 is there, and here 32 is there. 32 plus 2 is nothing but 34. So 68. Here the units are kilometer. The distance is given in kilometer and time is given in hours. So kilometer per hour. 68 kilometer per hour is the right answer. Let us go to the options and check where it is. It is option B. So when they give the distance and time, simply find distance by time to calculate the speed. The relation between the speed, distance and time is speed is equal to distance by time. Substitute the values given in the problem. You will get the required answer. Now let us go to next problem. Next problem. A is traveling at 72 km per hour on a highway while B is traveling at a speed of 25 meters per second. What is the difference in their speeds in meters per second? Options given as A 1 by 2 meter per second, B 2 meter per second, C 3 meter per second, D 5 meter per second. So in this problem he has given two speeds for A. Two speeds are involved in this problem for A and for B. For A it is given as A is equal to 72 kilometer per hour and B is given as B is equal to 25 meter per second and asked for the difference in the speeds. In the options all the values are in meter per second. So one value is in meter per second, the other is not in meter per second. So just change this into meter per second. To change this into meter per second, it's simply that you have to multiply it with 5 by 18, which we learnt in the first problem. Now cancel. This goes with 18 ones and it is 4. So 4 into 5 is nothing but 20. 20 meter per second. Both the values are in meter per second and the options are in meter per second. So we can easily find the difference. Difference in speeds. Is it not? Difference is nothing but B minus A. Speed of B minus speed of A. First one is 25. Speed of B is given as 25 meter per second minus 20 meter per second. This is equal to 5 meter per second. Understood? When this type of problem is given, first observe in which units the speeds are given. Once you convert the units into required units and find the difference, you will get the required answer. In this way, you have to solve this type of problems. In this problem, the option D is the right answer. We got 5 meter per second. It is option D. Okay. Now let us go to next problem. Next problem. A motor is travelled between two towns which are 65 km apart in 2 hours and 10 minutes. Find the speed in meter per minute. Options given as A 200, B 500, C 600, D 700. In this problem, he has given the distance in kilometers and time in 2 hours, 10 hours and minutes and asked for the speed in meters per minute. So here the distance is given as 65 kilometers. 65 kilometers, D is nothing but distance. 65 kilometers they have given and asked for meters per minute. So we have to convert these kilometers to meters. So distance is nothing but 65 into 1000 because 1 meter is equal to 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Is it not? So this is nothing but 65,000 meters. Next. Time. Time is given as T is nothing but time. Time is given as 2 hours and 10 minutes. And we need time in minutes, because he asked the speed in meters per minute. So the time should be in minutes. So 1 is in hours. We have to convert this time to minutes. So when you want to convert hour to minute, it is nothing but 2 into 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So just multiply into 60 plus this 10 minutes. This is equal to 120 plus 10. This is equal to 130 minutes. Now we need to calculate the speed. Speed is equal to distance by time. S is speed, here it is distance by time. What is the distance we got in meters per meters? 65,000 by time is 130. 0, 0 cancels. This is nothing but 13 ones, and here it is 5. 65, is it not? 13 into 5 is nothing but 65. So 500. So we got 500 meter per minute, which he asked in the question to find the speed in meter per minute. Let us go to the options and check where it is. It is option B. So whenever they give the distance and time, first check in which units are there and find the required speed in those units. You will get the correct answer. Here they have given the distance in kilometers are converted to meters. They given the time into hours and minutes. I have converted both the time into minutes. Then I have calculated the speed is equal to distance by time. In this way you have to solve this type of problems. Now let us go to next problem. Next problem. A car covers a distance of 432 km at the speed of 48 km per hour. In how many hours will the car cover this distance? Options given as A 6 hours, B 7 hours, C 9 hours, D 12 hours, E none of these. In this problem, he has given the distance equal to 432 kilometers. And speed is given as 48 km per hour. And he asked for in how many hours will the car cover this distance. So he asked for time. So we know that the relation between the speed, distance and time is nothing but speed is equal to distance by time. We need time. So time is equal to, bring this time to this side and speed to here. So this becomes d by distance by speed. What is the distance? It is given 432 by distance is given as 432 km per hour per kilometer, and speed is given as 48 km per hour. So now let us cancel. It is nothing but 6 8s are, and here 7s are 42, and here 1 it is 2, 8 ones and it is 9. So we got 9 hours. Let us go to the options and check where it is. It is option C. So first observe in the question what they have given and what we need to find. In this problem they have given the distance and speed and asked for the time. We have a relation between distance, speed, distance and time, that is speed is equal to distance by time. As we need time, I have taken to time to LHS and speed to RHS. Then we got the relation time is equal to distance by speed. Just substitute the values in that, you will get the required answer. But before substituting, first observe the units. Here distance is in kilometer and speed is in kilometer per hour. So we can easily substitute. If the units are different, just convert to the same units and find the time. Okay. In this way you have to solve this type of problems. Now let us go to next problem. Next problem. A man covered a distance of 180 kilometers in 4 hours on a bike. How much distance will be covered on a bicycle in 8 hours if he rides the bicycle at 1/6 of the speed of the bike? Options given as A 54 kilometers, B 60 kilometers, C 72 kilometers, D 84 kilometers, E none of these. In this problem is involved with the bike and bicycle, and he said that and he gave a relation in a statement saying that the speed of the bicycle is 1/6 of the speed of the bike. So first, to get the speed of the bicycle, we need speed of the bike. So in the first sentence, he gave the required details to find the speed of bike. Is it not? He has given the distance. For bike, he has given distance is equal to 180 kilometers and time is given as 4 hours. So using this, we can easily find the speed of the bike. So simply find the speed of the bike. Speed is equal to distance by time. This is equal to 180 by 4. Is it not? So this goes with 4 ones. 4 4s are 16 and it is 2 and it is 45. So we got 45. Here unit says distance is kilometer and time is per hour. Once we got the speed of the bike, we can easily write the speed of the bicycle. Is it not? So for bicycle he has given how much, he asked for how much distance will it cover on a bicycle in 8 hours. So he has given the time for bicycle as 8 hours and he has given the relation between the speed of the bicycle and the speed of the bike. That is, speed of bicycle is equal to 1/6 of bike speed. What is the bike speed we got? It is 45. Is it not? So it is, now let us cancel. This goes with 3 2s are 3 1s and it is 15. So 15 by 2 we got the speed of the bicycle. What he asked to find? He asked to find the distance. So distance is nothing but, we know speed is equal to distance by time. So distance becomes speed into time. Is it not? So the same formula we have to apply here to find the distance. We have speed in our hand and time of the bicycle in our hand. So we can easily find the distance traveled by the bicycle. Time into speed. What is the time here? It is 8 into 15 by 2. We got the speed as 15 by 2. Just substitute. So 2 4s. So this is nothing but 5 2s are the 4 into 5 is 20. 2 and 4 1s and it is 60. As the units are in kilometers, this is kilometer per hour. Is it not? So the units are kilometer. So we got distance as 60 kilometers. Option B is the right answer. So if this type of problem is given, first notice the relation between the first vehicle and the first candidate and second candidate, what he has given. Once you find that statement, you can easily solve this problem by following step-by-step sentences. Here in this problem, I have noticed that in this sentence, he has given the relation between the bicycle and the bike as speed of the bicycle and the bike as speed of bicycle is equal to 1/6 of speed of bike. So once I found this sentence, first I decided to find the speed of the bike. In the first sentence, he has given the distance and the time for the bike. Using those, I found the speed of the bike. And once I got this, using this sentence, I got the relation for, got the value of speed for the bicycle. We have time in our hand, speed in our hand of bicycle. So simply I calculated the distance using the formula. In this way, you have to solve this type of problems. Okay. Now let us go to next problem. Next problem. The ratio of speeds of a car, a train and a bus is 5:9:4. The average speed of the car, the bus and the train is 72 km per hour. What is the average speed of the car and the train together? Options given as A 78 km per hour, B 82 km per hour, C 84 km per hour, D cannot be determined, E none of this. So in this problem he has given the total speed of the vehicles. That is, he has given the average speed. Average speed can be expressed in the total speed, is it not? So total speed is given as, he has given as average, is it not? Average means here it is given as 72. We need total means how many vehicles are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 vehicles are there, car, bus and train. So just multiply into 3. You will get the totals, is it not? So, and he has given the ratio of speeds of the car and car, train and bus as 5:9:4. So, when they gave the ratio, we can easily write by taking the speed of the vehicle as x, is it not? So, first speed of the car will be 5x plus the second value, that is speed of train becomes 9x. The total speed is equal to, they have given the average, but once we gave the average, we can easily find the total. So total speed, once we get the total speed, we can easily calculate the value of x, is it not? So I have taken the x as the speed of the vehicle and just summing up the ratio values which is given in the problem. And the bus is given as 4, so 4 into x is equal to 72 into 3. Here it is nothing but 9 plus 9 is 18. X is equal to 72 into 3. X is equal to 72 into 3 by 18. Now this cancels with 18 4s are 4. 4 into 3 is nothing but 12. We got the value of x as 12. Once we got the value of x, we can easily find the speed of car, train, bus, is it not? So the speeds will be, speed of car will be, it is 5x, is it not? 5 into the value of x we got as 12. So this is nothing but 10, 1, it is 60. And what he asked for the train. So train value is nothing but, train speed is nothing but, it is the second value, that is 9. 9 into x, 9x is nothing but 9 into x, 9x is nothing but 12. So this is nothing but 18 and it is 1 and it is 108. So we got the speed of car and speed of train. We can easily find the average speed. He has to calculate the average speed of car and train, is it not? So the average speed of car and train will be, it is nothing but, first value we got as 60, second value train we got as 108 plus 108. As it is average, we have to divide it with 2 because we are finding the average speed of two vehicles, is it not? Car and train. So divide it with 2. So this is nothing but 168 by 2. So this becomes 2 8s are 16 and it is 4. So we got 84 kilometer. It is a speed, is it not? Kilometer per hour. This distance is in kilometer. Average speed is given in units, kilometer per hour. So average speed of car and train will be kilometer per hour only. Option C is the right answer. So once they give the average speed and ratio of those candidates, then find the total speed and sum off and find the value of x. Once you get the value of x, you find the required average speed of the candidates which he asked in the question. Here he asked for car and train, is it not? So 2 candidates. So once we got the speed, we can easily find the average of those 2 vehicles, is it not? Here car and train. So 2 vehicles are there. So simply I found the average of the speed of both the vehicles. In this way you have to solve this type of problems. Now let us go to next problem. Next problem, car A travels at the speed of 65 kilometers per hour, reaches its destination in 8 hours. Car B travels at the speed of 70 kilometers per hour and reaches its destination in 4 hours. What is the ratio of distance covered by car A and car B respectively? Options given as A 7:11, B 13:7, C 7:13, D 11:7, E none of these. So in this problem he has given for a car A. For car A he has given speed is equal to 65 kilometers per hour. Destination in 8 hours. So time is given as 8 hours. This is the speed for car A and this is the time for car A which is given. For car B, he has given speed is equal to 70 kilometers per hour and given the time as time B is equal to 4 hours. Now what he has to find? He has to find the ratio of distance covered by car A and car B respectively. So he has to find car A distance and car B distance. Okay, these two distances we have to find, and we have to find the ratio. Ratio is nothing but distance of car A is to distance covered by car B. This ratio he has to find, is it not? But we already learned the formula that if speed is equal to distance by time. So if we need distance is nothing but speed into time. We have speed and time for car A, speed and time for car B. So we can easily find the ratio, is it not? So distance covered by car A by car B is nothing but speed of car A into time of car A by speed of car B into time of car B. Car B. So what is the speed? It is given 65 into time is given as 8 for car A, and here it is 70 and time is given as 4. Simply cancel 4 ones and it is 2, and here it is nothing but it is in 5 table it goes at 5 ones and it is 4. So this is 5 ones and it is 3. 2 ones and it is 7. So we got 13 by 7. If you want to express in ratio, it is nothing but 13:7. Is it not? Let us go to the options and check where it is. It is option B. So if this type of problem is given, first notice what are the values are given and and simplifying the ratio for which they asked. Here they asked for distance. Is it not? We have the formulas as distance is equal to speed into time. Simply I have substituted the speed into time value for car A and car B and found the relation. Okay. In this way you have to solve this type of problems. Now let us go to next problem. Next problem. The mileage of a motorbike A and a motorbike B is 42 km per hour and 42 km per liter and 52 km per liter respectively. Motorbike A covered 294 kilometers and motorbike B covered 208 kilometers. If the cost of 1 liter of petrol is rupees 48, how much amount would be spent on petrol to cover the total distance by both motorbikes together? Options given as A, 480 rupees, option B, 528 rupees, option C, 536 rupees, and option D cannot be determined. So he has to find how much amount would be spent on the petrol to cover the total distance by both motorbikes together. Means we have to calculate how much amount they have spent on petrol for traveling that distance. So to find that, in the question he has given the mileage of motorbike A and the distance covered by motorbike A. Similarly for motorbike B, he has given the what is the mileage of that bike and the distance covered by the bike B. Is it not? So we can easily find the total distance traveled by total petrol which they have used. So the petrol that is used by both the bikes is nothing but to get the petrol used by motorbike A is nothing but divide the distance 294. It is daily use problem only. It is very easy, is it not? 294 the distance by the mileage. By the mileage of motorbike A is 42 plus for motorbike we need total, is it not? So plus the motorbike's covered distance is 208 and mileage of the bike is 52 km per liter. Now let us check whether it cancels. So here 2 is there, it is 4 and it is nothing but let us check with 7. So it is 14, 1 and it's 28. So it goes with 7. 42 sevens, and here 2 is there, so it is 42, the 52 into 4 you will get 208, is it not? So this is nothing but 7 plus 4. This is equal to 11 liters of petrol they have used. Is it not, for traveling that distance? So we can easily calculate the amount. Amount is nothing but, if 1 liter cost is 48 rupees, for 11 liters the amount will be 11 into 48. So this is nothing but, the value is 8 and it is 4. So it is 48 plus 4 is nothing but 52. So 528 rupees we got. Let us go to the options and check. It is option B. So when they give the total distance and the mileage of each bike, then for distance of each bike and the mileage of each bike, we first find the total distance, total petrol used by them. Once we got the total petrol used by them, we can easily calculate the amount they have spent on the petrol. Is it not? So the total petrol which they used to cover the distance is 11 liters. The cost of this is nothing but, I simply multiply the petrol amount of petrol they have used into the cost of 1 liter. Here it is 48 given in this problem, and finally I got 528. In this way you have to solve this type of problems. Now let us go to next problem. Next problem. A train leaves Delhi at 4:10 p.m. and reaches Aligarh at 7:25 p.m. The average speed of the train is 40 km per hour. What is the distance from Delhi to Aligarh? Options given as A, 120 kilometers, B, 130 kilometers, C, 135 kilometers, D, 140 kilometers. So in this problem, he has given the average speed and gave the time, journey of time, and asked for the distance. So what is the speed they have given? So the speed is given as, average speed is as it is given for only one candidate. So this becomes the total speed. So the speed of the train is 40 kilometers per hour, which is they have given. Now the time is given as, it starts at 4:10 p.m. and reaches at 7:25 p.m. Is it not? Both are in p.m. only. So the time difference is, so 7:25 minus 4:10. So the difference in time is nothing but 0, and it is 5, 1.3. So 3.1 is the difference. That is, it is 3 hours 15 minutes difference is there. As the speed is in a kilometer per hour, convert this time into completely into hour. So this is nothing but 3 hours plus 15 into, as we are converting minute to hour, we have to divide it by 60. 1 by 60 hour. So this is nothing but 15 ones. It is 4. So we got 3 hours plus 1 by 4 into hour. So this is nothing but 3 1 by 4 into hour. So finally this is nothing but 12. 12 plus 1 is nothing but 13 by 4 hours. So this is the time. So once the first check the time interval between the two stations. Here it is both are in started at PM only. So simply find the difference in time. I got as 3.15. This is nothing but 3 hours 15 minutes. As the speed is given in hours, kilometer per hour, is it not? So we have to convert the time completely into hours. So I converted the minutes given got here into hours. To convert this minute into hour, we have to multiply with 1 by 60. If it is hours to minutes, you will multiply into 60. As it is minutes to hour, we have to divide it by 60. So I have divided by, multiplied with 1 by 60. Finally, I got 13 by 4 as the time. Once we get the time, we can easily find the distance. Is it not? Because distance is equal to, we know the formula. Distance is equal to speed into time. What is the speed here? In this problem, it is 40. And what is the time we got? 13 by 4. So 4 tenths. This is equal to 130. as the speed units are in kilometers, this is also kilometers. So 130 kilometers is the distance traveled from 130 kilometers from Delhi to Aligarh. Let us go to the options and check. It is option B. So if they give the time interval of two stations, first find the difference of how much difference is in the time. Once you got, check the units and convert to the units given in the problem as per the speed. Then calculate the distance for this type of problems. Now let us go to next problem. Next problem. A is 10 miles west of B. C is 30 miles north of B. D is 20 miles east of C. What is the distance from A to D? Options given as A 10 miles, B 30 miles, C 30 root 10 miles, D 30 root 13 miles. Option E 30 root 2 miles. So if this type of problem is given involved with the directions, simply draw first rough diagram. Okay, using the sentences given in the problem. Here it is given as A is 10 miles of B. So suppose this is A, B distance is 10 miles and C is 30 miles of north. So north of B. So this north means this direction, is it not? So it is 30 miles. Next, it is given that D is 20 miles of C. So D is somewhere here 20 miles of, this is C, is it not? 20 miles of east. East means this side. So this is D. And asked to find a distance from A to D. So this distance he asked to find. So then just simply join this one. Join this one, giving a point, let it be E. So if this is 10 and this is 20, the total distance will be 30. Is it not? So if this is 30, that is from B to C it is 30, as it is same distance, this will be also 30. Is it not? Now he has to find this distance. This distance is nothing but, if you observe, this is of right angle triangle, is it not? This is 90 degrees. So this is of right angle triangle. From the properties of triangle, as it is a right angle triangle, this is nothing but hypotenuse. So AD is nothing but hypotenuse. So AD is equal to, it is nothing but square root of AE square, this side square plus this side square, that is ED square, whole square, is it not? So this is nothing but square root of 930 whole square plus 30 whole square. So this is equal to square root of 900 plus 900. So this can be written as square root of 1800. So this can be written as square root of 900 into 2. Is it not? So 900 is nothing but 30 into 30, you will get 900. So square root of 900 is 30 into square root of 2. Let us go to the options and check where it is. As everything is in miles, this is also miles. Option E is the right answer. Understood? When this type of problem is given, take a rough diagram. Once you draw the rough diagram, you will get an idea what to calculate. Here, after drawing the rough diagram, I observed that he asked for the distance from A to D. Is it not? So I took a point from here to here as E and I have joined. Once I joined, I observed that this is of right angle triangle. This is 10 and this is given as 20. So total distance from A to E is nothing but 10 plus 20 is nothing but 30. If this distance from this distance to this is 30, then this distance to this will be 30. As is a right angle triangle, it is nothing but hypotenuse. So once we know that it is an hypotenuse, we can easily calculate. Because hypotenuse is nothing but, it is square root of square of sides. So square root of this side, square of this side plus square of this side. In this way, you have to solve this type of problems. After drawing the rough diagram, you will get a complete idea what to calculate and what to do. So first, whenever a problem involved with directions, just draw rough diagram first. Okay. Now let us go to next problem. Next problem. A train travels at the speed of 65 kilometers per hour and halts at 8 junctions for a certain time. It covers a distance of 1300 kilometers in a day, 24 hours. That is one day equal to 24 hours. That is he has given in the here. He has mentioned here. How long does the train stop at each junction? If it halts for the same period of time at all junctions. So it has halted at 8 junctions and he has given the speed of the train. That is speed of the train he has given us 65 kilometer per hour. And distance is given as covers a distance of 1300. So 1300 kilometers. When we have a speed and when we have a distance, then we can calculate how much time the train has traveled. Is it not? So time is equal to, speed is equal to distance by, we know the speed is equal to distance by time. We need time. So time is equal to distance by speed. So distance is given as 1300 by 65. 65 2s it is 130. So 220. So we got time as 20. Time is equal to 20. As the speed is in kilometer per hour, the time is hours. So we got the time as 20 hours. And what we need next? We need halting time for, he asked to find how long does the train stop at each junction. Is it not? So for each junction, how much time it take to it stopped, we have to calculate. How much time it has stopped, we have to calculate. So the halt time is nothing but total halting time. Total halting time, he has given that it covers a distance of 1300 kilometers in one day. So it traveled for 24 hours. Minus, we got the time of the speed as time of the train as 20. Understood? This is the total time which it took to travel, and this is the time we have calculated how much time it took to travel. Is it not? So 24 minus 20. In one day it has given that it has traveled 1300 kilometers. We got the time as 20. So just subtract this 24 minus 20. You will get halting time. We got 4 hours. As everything in hours, so this is also hours. Once we got the halting time at the stations, then we can easily calculate at each junction how much time it halted. So at each junction, halting time is nothing but this is equal to, it is 4 hours, is it not? So 4, we have to convert into minutes. At each junction, it will halt in minutes only, is it not? So 4 into 60 by how many junctions total? He has given in the problem that he halts at 8 junctions from a certain time. So 8 junctions it has halted. So divided by 8. So 4 ones and it is 2. 2 30s. So this is 30 minutes. Let us go to the options and check. In the options, it is option B is the right answer. Okay. So if any problem of this type is given, now first find the time taken, using the speed and distance given in the problem. Once you get that time, just subtract it from the total time which is given in the problem to travel that distance. You will get the halting time for the total halting time. As we need each junction, just convert into minutes and divide it by for how many junctions it is stopped. Then you will get the required halting time for each station. Okay. In this way, you have to solve this type of problems. Hope you have understood the problems which I explained in this video. Remaining problems, let us continue in the next video. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos on more concepts. Thank you.